we are everybody done with this page, right? So you can go to add and you can write something and okay. So select some date. Okay, amount is 20 rupees. Number of items 2. So total is how much ma? 20 into 3, 60. Automatically it should populate. Okay. By whom? So the and save expense. Okay. So yeah. Now this is loading. Okay. So this is fine. Now I'll go to edit expense. So yesterday we have done this one. Okay. So but we don't want to do. Let us do from starting onwards. Okay. We don't want to do this. Okay. So let us log out and reload. Okay. Just type the okay. So first we will go to the page ma, whichever page you want to go it, go. Okay. So which page I want to go for ma? So suppose already I'm in the add expense. So already everybody integrated the save, right? So everybody know how to save this. And once I am saving it, I want to have a link here. I want to have a link here to all my expenses. Okay. What is this page? Add expense. Go to add expense. Okay. Go to add expense and just add one link. How to add a link? How to add a link? So you can say H5. View all records. Something. Okay. So what is a router link? So what is the tag ma? Router hyphen link. Correct, right? Just let us add it. If you have the anchor tags, what will happen? Automatically will reload. Whenever it is reloaded, what will happen? It will log out. Correct, right? Your all data will be going out. So what we need to do here? 2 is equal to what we need to do? 2 is equal to which page ma? I want to go for that that next page where the records are displaying. No. This page option. Like once I save it, it will go somewhere right where this page. What is this page? Add successfully. Okay, see, I did not enter anything, but automatically data is going. Okay. Okay. What is this link? Okay. So why I am adding this link, ma? I want to see all records from there itself. Okay, instead of clicking everything. Okay. So let us reload, redirect it. Login again. Enter the password. Okay. So now we are successfully login. Go to add and instead of going again, I can click here. So I can see all the records. Okay. Something like this. So you should have add a back button to go back to this page, or you can click here. That is okay. Okay. So that is will do. Now we'll go for edit expense, right? Okay. So whenever I'm edit expense, what I want to do, I want to display these things. I know why this page is displaying. Let me reload it and come back there. Okay. So login, paste it. Okay. So my username is this one. So now if I directly go here, nothing will be there. Okay. So there is a problem. I'll tell you why what is the reason. Okay. Before going any place, first what you need to do, go to your store. Okay. Go to your store. So we need to write the common code inside the store only. Okay. So whenever you want to share one data between the multiple pages, okay, between the multiple pages. Okay. So here suppose whenever I'm in the add expense and there is view record, right? So there are all records I'm showing it, right? So there I need all the expenses data. And where other I want to expense data, and in the edit page also I need all the expenses data. Okay. And whenever I'm going delete page also I need all the expenses data. How many times I want the same data? How many pages? 3 pages. Correct, right? Whenever it is required more than 3 pages, we need to go for the store concept. Okay. So how many pages I want to store that at 3 places, right? So I need to go for the store concept. Okay. Suppose I want to store here only. think like you are going to use here only, even though you are going to use in particular page, that is fine. We don't know because sometime we may use that in the some other page also. That is the reason whatever you are getting from the database server, like server backend server, you store all things into the store. Okay, store whatever the data. You are fetching data from users, you store that information. You are fetching whether authentication is true or not, you store that information. Whatever you are fetching from backend and store in the where store. Okay, yeah. So now what I want to do, whenever I come here, I want to okay. So because I think I have gone through this page, suppose if I am here, I am not drop down is not displaying, right? Okay, so let me reload it again. Okay, and again login. So why I have reloaded is to just to clear out the things. Okay, so admin and password. Okay, so login and save this. Save this details. Okay, automatically it will. Okay, so now edit expense, by default this is not coming. Okay, so first step is fetch that data, fetch that whatever the data. What I want to do, to here I want to show all the list of expense IDs, right? If I want to show the expense IDs, first I need to load all the expense data. Okay, so first load the expense data and store that information in the store. Okay, whatever the store. So what is the server will return whenever I'm calling expenses, what it will return? Go to your expense store, call the get API. So whenever you are calling get API, what this will return? It will return the list of what it will return? It will return the list of expenses, right? So how many it is returning? One or multiple? Multiple, right? Whenever this is returning multiple, in our code we need to store it as an array. Suppose if it is returning only one, then we need to store it as a normal object. Okay, clear? So now tell me, for me expenses will be coming array or it will be coming only one? I'll be getting more, right? So that is the reason I am going into my store and I am writing a expenses. Okay. Tomorrow what I want to do, I want to store my all users information. Now what I need to do, tell me, users colon array. Why I'm writing users I will load all the users in one page and I will store it. Whenever I am going some other page, I can display as a table. Okay. So again and again, you no need to go to the that place. Okay. So that is one thing. Okay. So for now, I'll keep this is aside and last we'll add it. Okay. So this is so far this is okay, right? Now I want to fetch the data. Okay. So what this guy has done, if you go to your add expense code, here he has written a code to get the data. Okay. He has written a code to get all the data expense. Okay. So where is this get API? So add successfully page. Here there is a add expense successfully. So in this page, he has written already code to get the data. Okay, get API, and he is storing into the store. Okay, so let me store this. So here the problem is in separate in each file you are writing that fetch method, right? You are writing fetch method and you are storing it in all the places. The same common code is there, or you are duplicating it or not? So since you are duplicating the same code in multiple files, that is not a recommended approach. So what is the first rule? We should not duplicate the code first. Okay, so that is the reason now I will move all this code into the some other place. Okay, now I will move all this code into the some other place. Okay, okay, so let me go here. Let me go here. So here I will write a one method. Okay, here I will write a one method. So write one method. What I want to do, fetch users, something like this. Okay, so this is just one method, one function. Okay, so what this it can do, you can write async function also, that's not a problem. Okay, async. So okay, so whatever the code you are doing, you do the same thing here. Okay, so now what I want to do, fetch expenses. Fetch means get only. Fetch or get means both are same only. This is my method name. I can keep any name. I can keep A, B also. Okay, now what I want to do, I want to get all the users expenses data. So what is the code I should write it? Well, already you have written this code, right? So get API and then you are calling, right? I'll copy this. Okay, and the same code I will copy from there and I'll add it into the my store object. Okay, so wherever you are writing some other place, right? So say like in add successfully, for table I want one time, and in delete page I want one time, and edit page I want three times. I need to write the code. So instead of writing three times, what I will do, I'll come here and I will call like this. Okay, I'll write the code. Okay, so this is our URL. Okay, and this is user. So don't say always user ma. Okay. So what is this actually expense? What is this promise? Okay, expense promise. Okay. So just keep the good names. Okay. Once I get the promise, what I need to do? Promise dot then next. So what I will get the JSON. Once then again, this is just a where username. You can keep any name, not a problem. You can keep any name. Okay. I will say expense models. Okay. Or expense data. I can keep anything, ma. I can keep any name. So always whichever related, please keep that name. Don't always keep in the users. Okay. So and what I will do for now, I will say store fetching something. Okay. This is why we are writing console ma only for debugging purpose, whether my code is working or not. That I want to make sure. Okay. So I will remove all these two lines. Okay. So now what I have done, format the document. Okay. So earlier I have only these two variables. Now I am adding another method. Why I am adding another method ma? In each component, generally the component is responsible only for displaying the data. It is not responsible to get the data and displaying, updating, store. It is not responsible. Okay. So that is the reason now it is doing. So now we have this method right. Okay. Let us call this method from the store ma. Okay. So let us go to our add expense page. Okay. So not add expense page. Which page we want ma? We want in the edit right. Go to our edit expense. Okay. Yeah. So here we are going it. Okay. So please I will remove all this async code. Okay. I will remove all the async code. Okay. Here we have written a lot of code. Okay. So I have removed everything. Okay. So if you want instead of removing, I'll cut it and I'll paste into the notepad. So suppose if you want, we can get it back again. Okay. So now there is no code, only user model, nothing, something like this it is there. Okay. So and here route option we will see everything. So for now what we have done, we have get the expenses dot expenses. Okay. This is our store name and this is the array name. So what is, if you go to your file, save all, go to your auth store, what is your variable name here? Expenses. Okay. Close this. So that is the reason here we are saying store dot expenses. So whenever you are saying store dot expenses, if you have any value over there, automatically you will get that value. If you don't have that value, here also it will be empty. By default, we'll be getting empty only, right? Okay. So by default, we'll be having empty. Let it have empty, not a problem. So file, save all. Let us see. Okay. Since it is reloaded, what will happen? I need to go to the login page again and login. Just login. Okay. Okay. So now I'll go to my edit page. Okay. So before going there, please understand the flow. I'll go to console. Okay. So I'll go to my network page. Okay. I'll go to edit. So whenever I'm going the edit page, is there any network call is going ma? No. If you are fetching the data only, you will get the data. Till that time, you will not get it right. Okay. That is the reason what I will do. Whenever I come to this page, whenever I come to this edit expense page, so I will say auth store dot. What is the method ma? What is my method name I have written over there? What is the method name? If you go to here, what is the method name? Fetch expenses. Okay. So let us do this thing ma. We'll call this method. Okay. So file save all and let us see. So see, now what I happen, I have added the fetch method. See, automatically, this is not this one. This is our method. So automatically data came right. So where I have written my code ma? Did I write any load method here? No. Where is my code is there? Everything is there in the store. Okay. So store is responsible to get the data and storing the data and to send the data to the others. Okay. In components only we should write the logic tables, how to display them, how to write those logic only we should write it. Okay. So now we got the data right. Okay. So this is fine. Once this is done, now what I want to do. So all our where is our data in the expenses, right? Okay. So let us just print the expenses here alone. Okay. So here I want to verify whether my data is coming or not. Okay. So let us verify it here again. Okay. So again, expenses is going. Let us see any console log is going. Okay. Store is fetching. expenses. What is your ID, ma? Expenses, right? Okay. Okay. Ekkada chesina vastadi ma. Okay. So since this is the view updated, this is fine. I want to go here and come back. Okay. So store fetching. So it is fetching the data. Okay. But why my data is not getting, ma? Because if you go to step by step, right? So first step, what I have done, I have created the store. Okay. So I have created the store and I'm getting variable, right? If you go to the store and this is an array, right? So what is the value I have given there? Empty. Empty means what is the value I will be having it? Empty. So that is the reason in the screen also I am getting a empty only. Okay. So here I am getting empty, right? So somebody, now what we need to do, somebody come here and whatever the data we are getting from server, right, we need to update that data to the this store. If you are updating automatically, that guy will notify to the component. Okay. So now if you go to your store code, so if you see my expense project, right, what I'm writing, I'm writing console, right? Okay. Here what you need to do, what is my variable name? Expenses. Okay. So this is JSON object, right? Okay. So I will say this data expenses is equal to what is the data I have it? 1 2 3 expense data. Okay. So now what I am doing, once I get the data, I am storing into my store. Okay. Earlier I did not store it. That is the reason you are not getting in the component. We did not write any wrong. Okay. But we did not update the store. Please make sure that whatever the data you are getting it, if you are updating in these variables only, your application will work. Otherwise it will not work out. Okay. File, what I need to file, save all. Okay. Let us go here this time. Okay. Login. Okay. Click login. So let me go to this edit page. Please observe in the right side. So automatically we got this data, right? Okay. Why? Okay. So let me see. Here, okay. So here what is happening, ma? Here we are storing into this store. Okay. So let us see one thing. I'll just go back on some other page and come here for only demo purpose. Okay. So whenever I just went outside and come back, right? So automatically the data came, right? From where is this data is coming? Already this data is available in the store, but the problem is before first what I'm trying to do, if you go to your edit page, right? Here I'm calling the edit expenses. Okay. So first line, this line will be called. So at this time there is no data in the server side. Correct, right? Okay. So that is okay. After some time, what I have done, I have called the fetch method. So now what happened? Whenever this happened, automatically we got the data. Okay. So after this, we did not get this latest data here. So that is a problem. Okay. So we want to somehow we want to know this. There is a method called expenses. Once this is done, we will get the latest value. Something like this. We want to get this from the server. Okay. So let me go here and where is this one? I will remove this expenses here. Okay. So do you know how to return a promise, ma? Do you know how to return a promise? Do you know how to return a promise? Sir, okay. Then we'll go for, okay. So okay. So suppose what we will do, we will store like this only. Suppose think like this. We have stored like this. By default, okay. Why this edit result is coming for him, ma? Because already store is updated. So I'll tell you this point also. Okay. Okay. So now we are in the edit page. Now I got the all results from backend. So where is your all results, ma? Your all results are available in the which variable? Inside the expenses variable. Okay. So now we have gone through here, and where is our code? Edit code. We stored into a variable. Okay. Now I want to convert this object into normal IDs. Okay. So this is an object array. Okay, so if you want to have a look, let us have a look. Okay, so open this. So this is an object array, right? Inside this is an array. Inside the array, what we have it? One object. Okay, so to what I want to do, I want to display only IDs. I don't want to any other object. Okay, so that is the reason. What I need to do, expenses, expenses dot, what is the method map method. Okay, you need to write one ES6 expression, or you can write a normal function. Okay, so I will say exp, you can write any variable name. Okay, exp dot, what is id, id. Okay, so I want to explicitly get the id. Okay, and store this, and you store this variable into a new array. Okay, let's say IDs, something like this. Okay, now I got the arrays, IDs, right? Now I need to go to the which page here. Okay, inside here, write the option tag, option. Okay, so I need to write the v for v, tell me v hyphen for id of IDs. Okay, and I need to display that ID, right? So I need to say ID, and same ID set for the value attribute also. Okay, let us write the colon here. So this is the one. Okay, so now I have set this also. Okay, file, save all. Okay, so let us remove this. So I got this IDs. Okay, now what I will do, I will select one and click next. Okay, so now what we want to do is, whenever we are clicking one and next, I need to get that ID and store into your store, because I want to pass data from one page to another page, right? You can pass data in three ways. Parent to child, how to pass it? Parent to child using different properties. Child to parent using the emit method, or we can pass using the store also. Okay, yeah, now I can use the store method to store the data and send it. Okay, so what I will do, I will go to my store. Okay, I'll go to my store. Now what I want to do, I want to know which expense they have selected. Okay, so I will come here, selected expense ID. Okay, what is this one so because this is a number variable, right? So by default I will say null. Why I'm keeping null value here you need to keep 1 2 3 something like this, but no, by default we did not select anything, right? So that is the reason I'm keeping a null value. So why, what is the use of this value? Okay, so what is the use of this value means, if you go back here, I am selecting one, and whenever I'm going next, I want to know what record I have selected over there. So if you want to, you need to know what you have selected in the previous page, right? So that is the reason we are going in the what page? We are going for the selected ID. Clear? Okay. Now I have added. Okay. Now which page this is one? This is which is this is a select tag, right? Okay. Select tag. And do you know how to write a two-way binding, So whenever I'm clicking next, what you are doing? You are doing a router dot next, right? Okay. Don't do that router dot next. We want to, through the programmatically, I want to go to that page. So do you know how to push method, right? Okay. Yeah. So let us remove this program. Okay. Let us click on the write a button. Click the next. Okay. So how to write one method, click is equal to, okay. What is the next one? Go to edit page, something like this. I can write it. Go to edit page. Okay. So let us write this page. Let us write this page. Where I need to write it? Go to your script. Function. Function name. Go to edit page. Like this. Okay. Now what I want to do? I want to move from this page to another page. What is the option? Use router, right? Okay. Let us create already router object is there. Use router. Okay. Not the route. So what is the method, router option, not the route. Okay. Now what I need to do? Go here, router data push method. Which page I want to move it, So whatever the page I want to move it, already this guy have it, right? I'll copy here. Okay. And I will go and add it here. Okay. So now what I will do? I will remove the router link. So now I done the button, right? But before going the next step, what I want to do? I want to get this value, right? Whatever the value he is selecting, I want to get that value. Okay. So then only I can go here. Okay. So that is the reason I'll write two-way binding. So how to write a two-way binding, value is equal to value is equal to, I need to create one variable. Okay. So let us create one variable. Why I'm creating variable? Tell me, anybody tell me. I need to know what he's selecting. Okay. So I will say selected ID. Yeah, you can keep any name. Please don't like this name and this name can be same or different. Okay, name same or different, it can be same. Okay, that's fine. So I am using a different name. Okay, now ref also is fine. And what is this one number, right? Okay, let us have like this. Let us go here. And now what I want to do, I have to give like this. So whenever this drop down value is selected, this one. Okay, so before going to my next page, what I will do, I'll just print one alert here. Okay, alert or console. Okay, so stop this one and just write a console.log. So why I'm writing console.log? I want to see whether my value is selected or not. Console.log of selected value. So always you need to confirm and go to the next step. We will not do that one. Directly we'll write the what we'll do. We'll directly write some code and we'll not get output. And finally we are saying we are stucking. Okay. So file save all. Okay. Go to login page again. Login. Okay, go to which page, ma? Edit page. Okay, so so this is okay. Now I don't have anything, so I'll just go back and come back. Automatically this will come. I'll fix that issue in a short while. Okay, yeah. So here I have the list, right? I'll click one and before I'll click next. So on what it is saying? Undefined, right? So why it is returning undefined, ma? So we need to get the whatever we are selecting here. We need to get this value. Then only we can go proceed, right? If you don't know what user it is selecting, then how can you do it? We cannot do that. Okay. How to get select the value, ma? So this, where is this our page? Select value is equal to ID, v is equal something, and so how to write it to a binding, ma? How? We even model, right? So why you are silent whenever I'm saying to a binding and you are testing me, okay. So I'll click one more. Okay, click next. So what is happening again? So why it is two-way binding should work, right? VFN model is equal to selected ID. Is our variable name correct, right? Okay, that is okay. And value is equal to ID. And this is okay. File, save all. Let us just reload it. So anybody tried with the two-way binding till now with the drop downs? Okay, I'll go here and just. Okay. So now I'll select one and click next. So now we got the value, right? So we did not reload. So now I'll go and select the 2. I'll select it. So you are getting the value, right? First step, you need to make sure that your two-way binding is working or not. You will directly, you should not blindly writing the code, output will not be, we should not do. So now I got the value, right? Now what is the second step I need to do? I need to store this variable into the store. Okay, I need to store. Okay, let me do. So go to your method. Okay, so now I got the value, right? So what is my store name? Auth store. What is my variable name? Selected expense ID is equal to what I need to do here. Right side is my two-way binding variable name. Okay, now I am storing into my store. Okay, automatically it will store in the center. Wherever I can go, I can get that variable name. Okay, once this is once I done with the store, on last line I will go to the routing purpose. Okay, so now first I have console logged in, then I have done the store into the store. Now I will go to the next page. Okay, so on where it will be going for next page, ma? Web content. What is the web content here? So I think which is the web content page, ma? Is this one? Okay. So here, here I want to go here. Let us go here. Let us see. I'll select one and click next. So automatically here, right? Now what I want to do? First step is I want to display what is the I have selected one ID, right? I want to display ID here. Okay, I want to display their ID here. So tell me how to get this ID here, ma. Okay, so here this guy is written a lot of code. Okay, I'm going to remove all the code, not even a single line I want. Okay, so everything I have removed it. Okay, I don't want to keep any logic. Okay, now what I want to do, I don't want name expenses. First step, what I want to do, I want to get that selected ID here. Okay. Let us write one variable name. Let selected. You can keep any name. Okay. Let selected ID is equal to auth store dot. What is my variable name? Selected ID. Okay. So let us display this one in this page. Edit expense for the. So let us write this guy. Okay. So like. So I have saved this. So it is showing one right. Okay. Let us go back to your edit page. Okay. And I will select the 2025 and click next. What is the value we are getting it? So now first step we are done right. Whatever the previous page I am selecting, I am able to get it right. So what I am doing first? So first I am getting the value, then I am storing into the store, then I am navigating to the other page. Don't add the router links. Okay. So if you are adding directly router links, this code will not be executed. You will get to this page, but you will not get that data. Okay. And now what I want to do now, now I got the ID. Now I have array also. Now I want to identify where that is array. Okay. Let us go there. Let us go there. Okay. First step is now what I want to do. First I need to find the why you are writing all these IDs, man. Okay. All code copied only. Okay. So now what I want to do, I want to get the that correct object. Okay. Where is my, this is my array, right? Okay. How to identify one object? Expenses data find method. Okay. I will say exp arrow bracket. Tell me first exp data id double equal to selected id. Okay. So this will return this what it will return, it will return the one object. What object? Expense object. Okay. Expense model. I can write like this expense model. Okay. So this is my original model. Okay. This is my original model. So here you are writing all this empty bracket and all these things, right? I'm going to remove all these things. Okay. I'm going to remove all these things. So do you know object dot assign and object dot copy? Object dot assign. What is the method of assign, So I will say this one and I will say like this. So what is this of this one, I am copying this object and I am passing it to here. Okay, I am copying this object and passing it to here. Okay. So before that, let us print this variable, Have you written two-way binding, So two-way binding is not written. Okay. How our data will be populated? Okay. Let us write the expense model. Let us write the expense. Okay. I will say expense. You can keep any name. Okay. So I'm keeping expense data. Let us write the two-way binding. How to write a two-way binding? Anybody know how to write a two-way binding? Tell me. V hyphen model. V hyphen model is equal to what I need to do? Expense data data. What is this one, I'll say expense type. Okay. Expense. Just write the exact name. Expense type. Okay. Suppose if you don't know the exact name, there will be network calls, right? So where you got the server response, right? Go here. So what is the name? Expense type. Okay. So copy this name and paste it here. Same thing. Go for second one, what is the second one? Okay. So what is the property? Expense hyphen date. Okay. Let us do this. What is the third property? Price, right? Okay. Let us do. I'll say price only. Okay. What is the fourth one? Number of items. So just copy the number of items. Okay. What is the next one? Total. Tell me. Do it fast. What I need to say? Total. Total or total expense? Same. Okay. Whatever the variable. Okay. Total is there. Okay. That is okay. Now next, by whom? What's the property name? By whom only. Okay. So case, it is a case sensitive. Okay. Now I have done the two-way binding also, right? Okay. I'll first we will try to get our data and later. Okay. So for this guy 2075, somebody stored with string. You did not add any empty validation. I'll go to my edit page. Okay. I'll select one and click next. So what it is saying? My breakfast and date is this one and this is one. Okay. Now I'll go to my my page. I will select the some other page. Okay. 8 and click next. So this is a Trinet 7 who is given. This is Trinet 7. Okay. And go and select like this. Okay. So I'll select last one and go back. So somebody saved with empty values also. Okay. This is so now we are now fetching is done. We are going next, right? Okay. Now I want to save this data. Do you know how to write some JSON method? We know it, right? How to save the data? We know it, right? Okay, we can write that method. Okay, so just remove this. We are saying without doing anything. We are saying what we are doing. Edit expense. Successfully saved. We are redirecting. Okay. Right on button ma. Return. Sorry. Button. What I want to do? Update expense. Okay. Update expense here. Okay. What I want to do? Right on click method. What I want to do? Update expense code. Okay. So you need to write what you need to do right now. What you need to do now? Go and write a one function. So whenever it is whenever it is required, only start writing that one. Always copy the copy code from first place and place in the second file. Don't do that one. Whenever it is required, only start doing that. Okay. Tell me do that. Okay. Okay. Now what I need to do, ma? Okay. I'll say function, and if you want async, okay, you can do async. Okay, that is okay. So now what I want to do, first I don't want to write any code here. I want to go to my store only. Okay, so I will say auth store data update expense, but there is no such code, right? Okay, so what I need to do now? Go to store. What I need to do now? I need to write a another method. For another method, what purpose, ma? For what purpose now? Updating. Okay. Uh, Update expense. Right. If I want to update the expense, I need to know the data, right? So, like which data they are editing, I want to know the data, right? I will say expense model something. So I want to get this data. Okay. So I will add one with it. So now what is my URL? Same expense only. Okay. But I need to send the options, right? Okay. Let us write the options. Options. First options is equal to what is the first one? Okay, I can write method colon post, right? Okay. Next, what is the second one? And header or okay. Header or headers, ma? Headers. Okay. Headers. What I need to do? Okay. So some other place we have it code, right? Let us copy from the some other code. Okay. So where is this code? Okay. So I'm just copying these 2 lines of code alone, ma. Okay. For only better sake. Okay. So now I have done. So header is done. Now I want whatever this model I am storing it, right? Don't say this dot model dot something. So whatever the model we are getting it, store here. Okay. And now what we are trying to do, this is async, right? Okay. So expense, now we are storing it. Okay. So you can say updated, updated to the server, something like this. Okay. So now I have done. I explain what is the data I'm getting from server. I'll do this. Okay. So let me remove this. Okay. File. So before going save, what I need to do? I need to store this one, right? I'll call like this. So auth function data, something like. Okay. Now once this is done, what I need to do, ma? I need to redirect to the other page, right? So what is the other page? Something like this. Okay. I'll remove this route. Okay. Go to the other route, ma. So what is the method I should use router? Okay. Not the after this one you do it. Okay. Router data. Okay. Router data. What is the method? Push method. Okay. So what is the URL? Whatever the URL you are getting it, you do like this. Okay. So like this. So now this is done, right? Okay. So let us file save all. Okay. Let us do file save all. So first go to what is the page, ma? Login page. Okay. And so my login is done. Okay. Now I'll go to edit page. Okay. By default, this is not coming. So there is one issue. I will fix this. Okay. Now if you go here, all these things will be coming. Click on next. So automatically it is there. Okay. So now I want to change this trinities to trinities 10. Update save. Okay. So whether is the data is going or not. Okay. So by default it is going get API, ma. So get API means there is a problem. Okay. So here I did not pass the options. At least one guy should tell, right? You did not pass the option. Why nobody is telling? Okay. File, save all, and go back. What is my page, ma? Login, login. Okay. Edit expenses. Clear this. Just go back and come back here. So I'll select any something value. So string is there. Okay. Fungal. So date is okay. Date is 34. 2 items. 68. Okay. By whom? Prints. Okay. Now let us clear and save the data. So what it is storing? So it is saying V1 expense and what is a preview? Let us go and check what is payload you are sending it. What is API it is going? Post API only. Okay. So anything is wrong here? Preview, response, initiator. So what is my payload here? Okay. So the problem is I am not sending the data. Here I'm saying update the data, right? But whenever I'm calling it, whenever I'm calling here, what I'm doing? Am I passing any data? No. Okay. But where is my data is available? My data is available to you binding with the expense data model. Okay. Go here and write the sorry expense dot value, because that is a ref only, right? If you see, this is a ref only. Expense model is a ref only, correct, right? So that is the reason. File, save all, go there, edit expense, one, click next. Okay. I'll say trinits 100, update expense. Now let us see the data. So trinit 01 only we are sending it, right? And data is, it is getting a 200 data. Okay. Now let us go to our page. Okay. View all records. So first to fix this page. If you find out that page, right, automatically, so that record will be there. Okay. So trinit 011, 11, 11, 11, 11. Okay. So this is the right. So like this, you can identify it. Okay. Now I want to go to delete. Okay. Now I want to get this drop down, right. Tell me fast. We need to finish in two minutes. Okay. Go to delete. Where is the delete page? No, I think this is delete successfully. Okay. Where is the delete page? Original page, boss. Delete. Arun. Okay. So this is the delete page, right? Okay. First step, what I need to do? I need to import the auth store. Let us import the auth store, ma. Okay. So auth store. So it is imported, right? Where is my all variables are available inside the expenses? Okay. Let us store this one into variable, ma. Okay. So same code only again. Is equal to, I'll have the let expenses. Okay. Now this is an array. Once I got the array, what I need to do? Tell me. What I need to do? Expense data map method. Map method, what it will return, ma? Exp greater than exp dot id. Okay. I need to store into a variable. How to store into a variable, ma? First let ids. Okay. Let ids. Okay. So this is okay. Now once I got the id, what I need to do now? Go and write the options tag here. Okay. Let us write the options tag. Option, iterate it, ma. How to iterate it? V hyphen per or if per. Okay. Id of ids. Okay. I need to display that id, right? Id. Okay. Same id I want to send it. So that is the reason I am sending in the value. Value also it is important. Okay. Just add it like a this one. Now this is done. What is the next step I need to do? I need to add a binding. Okay. V hyphen model is equal to, I'll say I need one variable, right? Selected. You can keep any name. Okay. Selected id. So I need to create one ref, right? Let us see. Whenever it is requiring only, I'm doing it. Okay. Let selected id is equal to ref. Okay. Clear. Now I got the ref. Okay. Now what I need to do? Tell me. So with this one, what we'll do? And I need the button right here. So remove all this button link. Okay. Router link, remove this router link, ma. Okay, I have removed it and add one next button, ma. Okay, add the event at is equal to click event. What is the method I should have it, ma? I'll say delete expense. Okay, delete expense. Okay. Okay. Now, so let us go to our here. Write a function, ma. Function delete expense. Okay. Right like this. Okay. First, I want to get that variable whether I'm doing correct or not. Console dot log of. What is the variable name? Delete ID. Okay. What is ID? I am having it selected ID dot value. Okay. Value. Okay. So and after that I need to use a router data. What is the method, ma? First create one router object. Create router object. Constant. You can use let also, not a problem. Okay. Router is equal to use router. Okay. So now finally I need to convert to router data. What I need to do? Push. So whatever the method I'm having it. Okay. So let me save this. Okay. So but I'll comment this for now. Okay. File. Save all. Let us go here. Edit. See, is there any error in the console, ma? If you're not getting any output, you will be getting in the some error. Okay. So some error is coming. That's fine. Go here, add expense. What it is saying? Runtime parent node something. Format the document. Is there any problem with our code, ma? File, save all. Okay, let us reload from starting, ma. Let us see what will happen. Okay. Login. Login. Okay. I'll go to edit expense page. Okay. So I got the data and I'll go to delete page. So what it is saying, ref is not a defined. Okay. The problem is I did not import the ref. Okay. I did not import the. Okay. Let us import ref. So I have. So let us see now. Okay, in promise reading. No, it is saying ref. File. Save all and reload the project again. Login. What is happening? It's not there. Okay. Okay. And now edit expense. Okay. So it will load the data first. Data is loaded. Go to here. So all loaded right. Now I'll select the one and delete it. Now tell me what I need to do. Before I'm deleting it, I'll print it. So I got the correct ID right. Okay. The 25 and delete it. I got the correct ID right. Now I need to ask user, hey user, do you want to delete this one or not? Okay. So if he's saying yes only, I want to delete it. What is the method for that one, ma? Prompt. Prompt right. Tell me. Tell me. Prompt. Okay. Prompt or confirm. Prompt is to take the input. Okay. So now I want to write the confirm. Okay. What do I want to do? Are you sure want to delete this expense? Okay. Okay. Expense. Now tell me how to do it, ma. So okay. Okay. So now what I want to do? If he's saying okay only, I want to delete it. Okay. Otherwise not deleted. Okay. So that is the reason I will say well. Okay. So if he's clicking OK, then value will be true. If he's not clicking OK, that value will be false. Okay. Now I'll write the code here. Okay. And here write the code to delete the API, to delete the ID. And I will say alert, alert Successfully deleted. Okay. So let me select this. I'll select 20. Okay. And delete it. Okay. So this code is not reloaded, ma. Let me reload the page. Okay. Go to login. Login. Okay. Go to edit expense. And let me go to delete expense. Okay. I'll select this one and delete it. Are you sure you want to delete it? Okay. If you do cancel, no output. Okay. What I will do, I'll click OK. Now we are getting successfully deleted right there. Here you need to write the code inside this if code. What you need to do, you need to write the code to delete it. Do you know how to delete an API, right? You will say ID and you will delete that. Okay. Do you want me to write it? I'll write it, not a problem. Okay. Go to store. What you need to do, tell me, ma, fast. Okay. Copy this async method. Okay. Copy this async method. Go fast. What is the method I want to call it, ma? Delete. Correct, right? Okay. And application dot. So body, I don't want any body here. Okay. So, but which ID I want to delete it? I want to know ID, right? So I will say ID. Okay. So this ID I need to append it in the last slash ID. Okay. So the remaining thing I will say deleted from the server. So here I'm not taking a body, I'm taking only ID. Why I'm taking ID? I want to know the ID, right? Okay. Now go to your expense ID. Now tell me how to call it, ma. Auth store dot delete expense. What is ID, ma? I need to give that ID, right? What is ID here? Selected ID data value. Selected ID dot value. Okay. File. So file, save all. Login. Go to login. Click on login. Okay. Go to edit. So you will get the records and then go to delete. Okay. So now I'll get this ID and delete this. Okay. Okay. This got deleted. Okay. So what it is saying? Okay. Store. Okay. So delete spelling is wrong. Fix it. Reload it. Okay. Login. Login. Okay. Go to. So let us go to expense. Let us select this some page. Delete it. Okay. So delete it from server is came or not. Okay. If you go to API and last file, it will be there. Suppose what I will do, I will select the some other thing. Okay. And delete it. So there is a delete API is there or not? Okay. It is deleted. Okay. So like this, whenever it is deleted, what we need to do? We need to remove from this array also, right? So do you know how to remove from an array? Splice method. Splice method is there, right? Splice. You remove that using the index. You remove this this variable. So like this, we have to go forward. Okay. So this is one thing. And last thing is we want to see how to just refresh that data in that page itself. So how many pages I have written this fetching code, ma? Only once. Wherever I want, I will call this method fetch expense. That's all. Automatically we'll get the data. Okay. So don't write in all the code. So I will stop the recording for now.